Hi, it is me, your friendly neighborhood alien, stranded here on the third rock from the sun, Hikaru Star, and I don't know if you'll be able to hear the noise out there, but I wanted to put up a little sign. It's noisy out today. They're tearing up the street outside the house. We're on a corner, and one of the two streets is being torn up right now. They started tearing it up last week, then stopped, and then about a week later, they're going back to it. So my plan today is hem. I have just some tape. That should make the hemming a little easier. I've got my little baby iron here. And what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to fold up a little bit. And try to turn that seam in a little bit. It's tearing up on that end though, but I'll live. Just try to get a hem in there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some tape. Then probably trim off what I don't need. I'm going to do the hems first. Yeah, this morning has been just really effing loud. All last week they've they started tearing it up at the main street last week. About the same. Okay. Pressing that down. But yeah, last week they started. Then then the machinery was just there all week. Like literally all week. Heavy machinery. Right next to the house. Nothing going on. Machinery was there. They weren't doing jack squat. And then this morning, I'm guessing they took the arm of the excavator and went wham right into the road, woke both me and my dog up. He about jumped out of his skin. It wasn't great. Well, get this head on there. Okay. Also gonna get the hem up here ironed, I think. Yeah, today I'm just gonna work on getting this thing hemmed. At least it's not going to be a hard thing to do. I got the tape to make life easier for a different project. And I should be able to use it here just fine. Got my little baby iron here. I don't know what else to call it. Just a tiny little iron. I was thinking about how I'm going to do everything. Like pocket, or at least the illusion of pockets, make it like women's pants, I guess. The illusion of pockets. And I'm thinking after maybe doing a little bit of stitching, painting. So according to the instructions on the tape, I have to press first. And then I can kind of unfold. That'll help it get it back up that way. Okay. I put the tape in a plastic bag. Got nice packaging. Which way comes up? That way. Okay. So take that off. Okay. Oh yeah, that's sticky. And then what I'm thinking is put it like that. Let me get my scissors I can use with some paper. And I'm just gonna cut the tape. I think what I'm gonna do is I'll just use this other piece on the back. Like that. And peel off this paper backing. Sorry, Crypto. I can't do anything about the noise. I wish I could. But yeah, it woke us both up this morning. Loud bang on the ground, whole house shaking. Now they're on the opposite end of the intersection, but they're still really close to the house. I'm thinking they filled up their dump truck. So now it's just that holding pattern. Okay. Just want to get the paper backing off. But it's been loud. Okay. You know what? I'm getting my precision tweezers out. Gotta move some stuff, but need to get my good tweezers out with this fell. Okay. I'm hoping I can get under the paper with this. There we go. I got in the paper. There we go. First piece of tape off. Press that down. Make the hem look a little easier, or make the hem work a little easier. Okay. Oh, did I post I'm going live? No, I hadn't. Okay, there. And then I gotta iron it. I'm hoping this works. Kinda wish I had some fingernails right now. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna press it down tightly. And iron. That should keep things from fraying a bit, I hope. Okay. Hoping this works. Because I don't really want to have to make a, try to sew a hem. Come on. And same thing on this other side. Still watching chat on my phone. I'm going to get better at my stitching. I know that much. Nope. Tape's coming off there, so there we go. Got it. Where's my seam ripper? I'm just gonna take a bit of the seam out. Maybe just one more. There we go. Do that. But I'm thinking paint might work great, so I don't have to sew. Add some detail with some paint. I want to get to, there we go, paper. Paper's off. Okay, tape is still there. I can see it. Okay, it's visible there too. And up. You know what? Move my scissors here. 1,000, 1,000, 2,000. You know what? I'm gonna get my. I'm not gonna be watching chat for a second. I'm gonna get my stopwatch out. Okay. Okay. You know what? That 20 seconds on each side. Just watching the stopwatch right now. It says 10 to 20 seconds each side. Okay. There. Stop. Okay. I'm going to re-iron up here. There we go. Sounds like the dump truck might be back. That should make it start looking more like jeans, at least. Okay. Come on. Ah. Not exactly even, but it should be fine. Come on, cut. There we go. I'll have to use that on the coat, on the jacket too, but I'm gonna get my scissors sharpened. Okay, press those in. Bum, bum. Ah, ah. Very sticky tape. Problem is sticking to my fingers right now. Supposed to be storming, not getting sunnier. Getting brighter out there. Somebody's lucky. And it's not me. Probably whoever decided to do this project. Out there. Not this project. If it was the person who decided to do this project, they wouldn't be doing road construction right now. The joys of streaming. Then again, this is the joys of just doing content, I think. Okay, turn my stopwatch back on here. And I'm gonna move it over here so we can have one hand on the stopwatch and one hand on here. Basically, what I think I'm doing is I'm melting the tape into the fabric. Station. Oops. Okay. Okay, almost done. Almost. Okay. I'm going to give the pants a quick iron. Okay. That reset. Then I got some ideas for detail work. Got one of my small needles. And I had an idea. Oh, you know what? I didn't move that. I'll have to move that later. Turning this inside out. Almost. Come on. And then what I'll do is put like a line there to make it look like the proper hem. Then I get to work on the coat. Yay. Yay. Yay, jacket. I'll be making it out of a lighter pair of jeans, so there'll be some differentiation. There we go. Okay, right side out. I'm gonna give it a quick iron. Nothing really. First one I really want to iron because of the material. It's not going to be pressed completely. I'm not going to worry about like pleats or anything like that. I just want to give it a quick, especially around the hem. Just a quick, there. Okay, I'm going to leave that unplugged. Move my crate. Sorry, Crypto. Put tools back. Okay. There. So, I remember this yesterday when I was digging through the fabric, the scrap. I had this with interfacing in it. And a little bit of stiffening. And I was thinking, I make the pockets, back pockets, and maybe the belt out of that. Honestly, maybe even like a little cuff out of this. But I use this to make a little pocket in the back. Or in the back. And maybe make it like a strip. Okay. Like a little strip here too. You know, for the button and stuff. All the way around. Thinking that might be kind of nice. So I'm going to grab a tape. I think at least with the belt, it might be nice. And I could possibly just use the but I can just put like a belt, maybe a little cuff or something. I can just use the tape to tape it on. Let me measure out what I need. That's in inches. I don't want inches. Well, it's also got centimeters down below. I want it in centimeters. Here we got about 22 centimeters. So I think I'm going to go with 23 centimeters. Yeah. So I was thinking this. What is the side with the most diagonal on it? This one. By about how much? About half centimeter, maybe? Yeah, I'm thinking a half centimeter. So 22 and a half. Let's go 23 centimeters. I'll get my Sharpie for this. I'm going to mark it with a Sharpie. I'll mark it at the seam. I'll go like 1 centimeter down. Problem is I can't see 1 centimeter on this. Okay. Let me grab my ruler. Let me get my fabric scissors. Don't need all this. I mean, I will, but not for this part. Maybe not even for this part. Yeah. There it is. Okay. Take my fake cracks off. Oh. Ruler. Straight edge. I don't think that's right. I'm going to rip the seam. And I'm going to do a quick iron, I think. Oh boy. Okay. I know sometimes you can get a really good one. Oh, that's where I am, right there. Oh, that's where I am. Wonderful. All because I had this idea. Then what I'll do is, I'll put these over here for now. Clear this off, iron this flat as best as possible, and go from there. I'm going to use this piece right here. And try to gently pick out some of this thread here. I don't know if I want to do this for the cuffs or not. Debating that. Might be cool. Okay. I'm going to try to hope the iron's hot enough. Nope. It doesn't feel it. Want that heat up a bit. Oh, sorry. Um, I'm just going to put this stuff over here for now. Get a little quick cleanup done. Yeah. Yeah. Try to iron the seam out here. Or not the seam, but this pleat. I think that would be the right term. I'm not going to get it completely, I don't think, but I can try to get as much as possible. Actually, you know what? Give me a second. I might have something that could work out in the kitchen. I'll be right back. See you on the flip side. sorry about that. I forgot I was muted. Oh, man. Oh, man, I'm sorry, Zio. I was muted. I'm doing a little bit better. It could be better, I mean. They're tearing up the road right outside the house. So, kind of loud and obnoxious all day long. Put that there. I'm gonna... It's not gonna fall on you, Crypto. Don't worry. You know what? I'm gonna move it over here. It doesn't fall on top of you. Okay, now time to work on the jacket. Okay, jacket sleeve, back, and sleeve. Okay. So I need to make jacket pieces. Okay. I'm going to use old jeans for the jacket too. Oh man, I can't believe I was muted the whole time. Actually, no, wait. I can believe I was muted the whole time. Okay. Where's it? Sleeve pieces. I want the sleeves to go down this way. Like that. I think I'm going to go like this. Back in the... Trying to figure out about how much I want to cut off here. I'm thinking like that. Oh, I can't believe I was muted the whole time. Problem with not being able to see OBS from my craft table, I guess. But I was getting tired of having to stop and deal with that secondary monitor. That old TV I was using as a monitor. There should be more than enough fabric. Jeans I no longer fit in. Okay. Let me get this. Okay. All this cut out. Should have enough. Make sure I got enough for seam allowance. Hopefully I do. I know, Crypto. Loud and noisy over there. I'll bring the AC unit back in tonight. Maybe that'll quiet them down. Okay. I wonder if Theo's still here or not. I don't know. I hope so. I hope Theo didn't go away because I forgot to unmute myself. I love it when people come and chat. I feel really bad if I do something to scare them away. Okay. I have to make a collar too, but after I get the base jacket done. Yeah. No, I had myself muted just accidentally. I don't think my microphone is picking up the road construction today. I mean, it has been loud, but they've moved a little bit away from us. This morning they were shaking the house. All because the city wants to tear up a road. Okay. Here's the jacket, almost. Not going to be my best outfit. I know that much. Oh, I bet. And I bet the fiber is nice. I don't think they're doing that. I think they're going to repave the entire road. I mean, it's only maybe 200 yards, 200 meters. Maybe, I don't know. It's not that much. It's a small road. Thankfully. But they're going to be repaving it. I think. Considering it's a road that goes up to the school, they better be. Okay. I keep forgetting I have this. You know, I'm going to give it a 1/4-inch seam allowance. And that is an 8. Right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's an 8 from there. Okay. So that's a 1/4 from the edge. I'm going to give it 1/4 inch seam allowance. I did not plan for this on the pants. The pants, which took forever. Hopefully the jacket doesn't. I gotta admit though, I would love fiber. I don't think Charter's installed, or sorry, Spectrum has installed fiber, or whatever they're calling themselves nowadays. I mean, they might have fiber. If I give myself a good 1/4 inch, that should work better. And, how wide's my tape? 5/8 of an inch. 5/8. I keep forgetting I have this. Hope I'm using it right. It's weird how I use metric and imperial measurements. But when it comes to like seam allowances, my brain is stuck in inches. Okay, there's gonna be some hemming too, and I gotta put collar on. Yeah, It's with seam allowances. I am stuck. I am stuck in inches. Everything else I'm measuring in metric because it's it's smaller than 1 centimeter is smaller than an inch. 1 millimeter is really small. I can get more precise measurements. But when it comes to the seam allowance and distance, well, distances it's pretty much miles for me. It's imperial because it's all the signs. Okay. Supposed to be rainy. Come on, rain. Get them to stop. Maybe they'll stop digging up the road in the rain. It's even worse though. My partner's trying to sleep in this. They're trying to sleep right now. And they can't. They can't just, close the window or something. They've got the AC unit in the window. They overheat, so they overheat very quickly. Okay. I'm just going to be focusing on this today so I can get it as done as possible. I hope I'm doing okay with this. I just realized I think my boglin is watching it from outside the window, watching the window right now. Gotta move my boglin's eyes. Probably not using this exactly right. Getting the measurements right. Okay. I don't know if I'll be able to do a full 1/4 inch, but I get some seam allowance on my sleeves at least. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm saying on the sleeves, I'm gonna go with 1/16 of an inch. Should still be enough. I wonder if I could use my calipers for something like this. Yeah, I think a 1/16 inch on the sleeves will be a little better. Or an 1/8 of an inch, not 1/16. I'm gonna admit that's the problem with being in America. It is all imperial. Doesn't hurt, doesn't help that you grow up on a, or as an American, you grow up on imperial. So imperial is like all you know. Okay. Dismissing an alarm. Oh, goodness. I hope they're done soon. I really hope they're done with this soon. I mean, they'll be done tearing up the road by the end of the day, I hope. Actually, I'm going to take a quick second and just take a quick look out the window. Okay, good. Okay, I think the dump truck is no longer in front of the driveway. Oh, really didn't like the fact that the dump truck was in front of the driveway for a little bit. Probably a better way to use this. I mean, at least I'll be able to keep track of my seams a little easier. Okay. Okay, hopefully this works. At the very least, this will be a learning experience. And maybe I'll improve. I mean, that's all I can hope for. Is at least get a learning experience out of it. Oh, good. Oh, that's where it's cut. So I can just put a mark there to put a cut there. That's where the sleeve is cut. There is a V in the sleeve. Oh, it's so quiet now. Maybe it's over? I doubt it. Probably they're just waiting for the dump truck. I forget there's a shape in the design. It's going to be really an issue right there. Yeah, it's going to be an issue. Well, I'll burn that bridge when I come to it. That's a problem for future me, not present me. I really wish I learned how to sew when I was a kid. I had like the basics. But I never had like I never really learned real sewing. A lot of stuff I'm figuring out as well, some of the stuff I had to figure out as I went along. Some of the stuff I'm still figuring out. Like using this. Oh, thankfully, YouTube videos exist. Okay, I should be able to do like a cut right here. It's gonna lower it right there and there, but that should be fine. Okay, I think I can get this. I think I can get this. Eh. You know, I hope kids are learning better than I did in school. They're getting taught things better, at least. I really do. I mean, at least I would say our school, at least back when I was in high school, was somewhat somewhat gender neutral in what it taught. It allowed girls into like shop class and stuff. At the same time, I, I really hope that people who were assigned male at birth are learning how to sew, and people assigned female are being taught how to do traditionally boy stuff. I'll do another back to a 1/4 inch on the jacket. I should be able to do that. Seems going to be kind of uneven on the sleeves or attaching the sleeves, but That's where those two pieces get sewn together. I'm going to have to sew on a collar. Oh boy. Okay, this should work. Somebody's parked right in front of our house. Oh boy. It'd be a lot better if my partner wasn't a night shifter and didn't have to try to sleep through this. It would be a lot easier. But my partner's a night shifter. And they're not getting any sleep right now. Okay. I mean, using this beats using a ruler to do this. Done that enough times. I'm glad I have the proper tool for the job this time. I'm still of the belief that Bubblegum Crisis was but far better than Bubblegum Crash. The original OVA series was better than Crash, which is where this song is from, in the background. But Crash still had some really cool music. Yeah. Really have to find my copy of Bubblegum Crash. My VHS copy. I think I only have it on VHS. No, I don't recall buying it on DVD. I think I only have it on VHS. Okay. Okay. There we go. I think I'm going to start work with the sleeves. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do a collar. Seeing how it's showing up on camera. Thursday, I'm just gonna have to buck up and move my monitor again. If I can get out to like Goodwill or something, this isn't a problem. But I need to get out to Goodwill at some point. Oops. That wasn't me, that was a truck. That was totally a truck. Which side is it on this side? How do I get this off again? No, that's not it. Just push. There we go. I'm getting a battery, getting noise cancellation in. Oh, I won't need noise cancellation ever. There, turned noise cancellation on. Now I can actually hear over all the noise outside. I can even hear my own voice in the headset a little bit. I mean, I have the headset plugged into the speakers. Well, not into the speakers, into my mixer. It's been a while since they tore up a street outside this house. While I'm going to complain that this is very loud, I will be perfectly honest. The street that they're tearing up needed to be repaved. Like really bad. Already had plenty of issues and needed to be repaved. So I'm not completely upset with that. It's just the amount of noise. Turning noise cancellation off for a bit. Sounds like it's quieting down out there for a minute. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sleeve back. Sleeve fronts. I'm going to do the sleeves first. These two. And these two. Oh. That's why it felt so much longer. Okay. Okay. So a couple hours, or a few hours ago, like shortly before lunch, I was on YouTube, just seeing if there's anything to watch while eating lunch. And the algorithm decided to feed me a video on sewing tips for doll clothes. Wonder where it got that idea from. And the video, thankfully, had something I really could use. Stitches. What, crypto? Do you need to go outside and bark at trucks again? So I'm gonna use some of those stitches I learned from the video. On the jacket. Could have used it yesterday, but little too much. But hey, you know what? If I'm learning now, I'm at least learning. So I'm doing what's called a back stitch. Part of the reason why I wish I learned sewing when I was younger. But I could have used this a couple of dolls ago. I'm gonna go let my dog outside. I will be back in a minute. See you on the flip side. He wanted out of the hall where it was cooler. Sorry, things got a little darker. Let me adjust this. I closed the curtains because it's getting too bright out there. There we go. Getting too bright and too much sun coming through the window. Yeah, he just wanted out into the hall. Cool off. I don't blame him. Then he, as soon as he gets out into the hall, it's like, oh, I can get into the bathroom garbage now. And I don't want him doing that, so. I'm just going to do a back stitch all the way down. A little too far. Oh, come on. Yeah. Crypto. Now what? That's what I'm doing. Let's back stitch. I've been using the blanket stitch. But this should look more professional. Make it look like I know what I'm doing. Let me get my headphones back on. Whoops. Whoops. I think I went a little too far there. There we go. Oh. But this will make it look like I know what I'm doing at least. Make me feel a little more professional. So of course I saved the video showing me these stitches into my playlist. Into my doll making playlist. I should make that, public or something. All the doll making tutorials I use. Time is it? You'd think they'd be farther than like 3/4 of a block done by now. But they're not. One thing I know I'm going to pick up next time I'm at the craft store, though, some beeswax. If I can use it to help prevent tangling, yeah. Oh yeah, that looks like a more professional stitch, I think. Mm. Sorry about my mic. Okay. Oh, come on, don't get... Okay, good. I didn't want a knot. Part of me just wants to remake the pants. If I do that, I'll do that off camera. What? Oh, do you now want to go outside? Okay, I'm going to try to let the dog outside now. I'll be right back. Ugh. I think he just... I think what he wants to do is confuse me. And I try to let him out, and he's like, I don't really want to go out now. A couple minutes, he'll be back in here going, Dad, I need something. Person. Parental unit, give me. He's a good dog. Don't get around the pin. No, I should be trying to keep him as even as possible, but Maybe if I was making something more human sized. What? I'm sorry, Crypto. You're not being tortured, buddy. I know you think you are, but you're not being tortured. But there we go. Back stitch. So I'm gonna try that again with the other side of the arm. I'm gonna try this again. I'm gonna see what he wants. I will be back. I hope eventually, maybe. Okay. He went outside. Had to get the other dogs out, but they're all sleeping with their other parent. So I had to get them out first. Then Crypto, of course, he decided to go out. Right afterwards, he went out. Now he's in. Okay, that should work. I'm gonna get a few stitches in first. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. There we go. I ended up closing the window. And closing the curtains. So it should be good. You know, a little less. There you go. Okay, there we go. A couple pins in here. Try to keep stuff together. I am honestly considering you know what? I'm gonna do a couple more stitches first. I'm honestly considering making a new pair of jeans. Oh, there we go. I'm honestly considering that. Like making a new pattern, everything. But I don't have time this week, unfortunately. I got a lot of chores to catch up on tomorrow. Laundry needs to get done at some point. Plus some other chores that need to be done. So I'm not going to be able to do really anything, anything on dolls tomorrow, probably. Except maybe do the finishing touches on Grunwald, the space rabbit. I'm going to let myself widen these stitches here a little bit. Might be able to get some stuff done there. Those are simple things. But definitely not make a pair of jeans. And Wednesday, I'm doing the full... Oh, what happened here? Should be fine. It'll be fine. As long as the finger doesn't get caught in it when I'm trying to put it on the doll. Fingers could break off. And then I try to mix that exact shade of brown again. There we go. I'm just worried about things getting caught. So hopefully that doesn't come out. But I don't want the fingers getting caught when trying to put the sleeve on. I wonder, do I have enough ink in my printer? Well, what I could do is I've got this print on fabric. I can make like little patches for the jacket or something. I don't give myself more. I should not give myself more to do. I'm going to give myself more to do probably. But I kind of want to remake the jeans doing this. Instead of using a blanket stitch. Okay, almost. Oh, come on. There we go. Maybe I could even get. Can I go that far? Oh, I went that far. Wow, okay. I don't want to go that far, but oh well. The video I was watching earlier that showed me the stitch, But who knows? Maybe I learned way back when I was a kid or something. Maybe. But it's like all the stuff that, she has to do stuff like this. She's just going through the materials, and I'm like, you're using Taylor's chalk? I'm using Sharpies and acrylic markers. Okay. Almost done. It'll be fine. Okay, there we go. That should be one sleeve. Goes there. Fresh thread. What time is it? Okay. I think it's more work done. Sometimes with crypto, I've got to remember that he may be trying to get my attention to get the other dogs out. We'll see how this turns out. Okay, get that one back. We'll see how much a thing of wax is. Next time we have to go to the craft store. Okay. Okay. Okay, come on. Come. Go through that. Okay. There we go. Okay, come on. No, no nodding. You're not allowed. What are we caught on? We're tangled up on old. Okay. There we go. Out. I just realized I haven't seen the Cybertruck as much this year. Last summer I saw the Cybertruck like all the time. Not just in my nightmares. But I just realized I haven't seen it this year. I mean, I saw it like early summer, spring, but not much since then. Huh. I just realized that. Weird. Because normally I'd even see it. I mean, I can understand why I'm not seeing it myself by myself as much this year. I can't really leave the house without my dog falling his head off. So I understand that. But even when me and my partner are like out shopping, very good chance I'll see it on the road somewhere. And that's just us doing our normal grocery shopping. And I haven't seen it even out on the road. Maybe it died and, they replaced it with like a normal truck. I mean, that would be nice. Maybe they're regretting their purchase of it and we're finally able to offload it somewhere. I mean, honestly, that would be cool if that happened. Oh, you know what? I might actually remake those pants. Yeah, I'm going to remake the pants. I'm giving them another look and definitely want to replace the pants. So I'll probably remake the pants straight from the pattern on up. Yeah, give them a slightly higher waist. I'm going to go maybe take a look in the hall closet. But I'm going to remake the pants. Maybe I'll try to get some laundry done tonight. At least get the towels washed. That's one less thing to worry about. And while that's going on, I can remake the pattern for the pants. And let's redo the pants. Start working on redoing the pants from scratch. Maybe even remake them from the tape. Yeah, I'll do that. I know I can do better. I mean, that's the thing. I know I can do better with the pants. Yeah, I'm gonna redo the jeans. I can do better. I know I can. I'm just gonna do it off camera, off stream, and I might be able to get some more done. I might be able to do some work on it tomorrow. Come on, come on. I should be able to do some work on it tomorrow. And on Thursday, Friday. I don't think I have anything going on this over the weekend that I have to worry about. Okay. I'm gonna pull the dial down. Um, check up and try on the sleep. Too much. but the top looks awesome. It's just the jeans. I can do better. I can do a lot better on the jeans. Let me make sure the sleeve fits. Okay, that'll be fine. Yeah, I think the sleeve will be fine. Okay, but I know I can do better on the pants, so I'm gonna scrap the pants. I'm gonna attempt to scrap the pants. I'm gonna scrap the pants. I know I can do better. And I want to, so I'm going to crease the pant length. I'm going to remake the patterns from tape. And I'm going to redo the pattern from tape and just make pants from scratch. So hopefully tonight I'll be able to get a pattern done. And I'll remake from scratch. I can at least get the sleeves on Equinox here. I just know that if I don't get Equinox done by the end of the week, I'm going to be doing like streams all the time trying to get Equinox done. Okay. But I will make new pants. I don't mind having the stitches a little wider. But yeah, I'm gonna remake the patterns from tape. On the pants. Okay. I get a second sleeve done. Well, partially done. And I still got to get that hemmed. Uh-oh. Oh, I think that's with a knot. That's probably the knot. Nope. Crap. Worry about that later. That's a later problem. Where am I? What am I doing? You know what? This is where I want to stop. This is where I'm going to stop for the night. I am getting hot. I am getting flustered. I think I can call it 15 minutes early. So, I'm gonna go see if I can find somebody to raid, and then probably be heading out. So let's see if I can find a raid. Excuse me, sorry. Possibly, but nope, definitely not. Hmm. Based on the comments, I am not going to be able to speak to them. No. I'm American, not French. Mm. No. No. Um, no, they're playing a video game. They were doing makers and crafting, but looks like they're obviously doing a video game. I'll get this. I'll figure this out. Here's a hand. And now you can watch my hand. Okay. Nope. I have very strict requirements. Usually VTuber with less than 10 viewers. And when I'm seeing like 86, 90 viewers or something, or looping, I mean, it's okay if they have more viewers than me, but I don't want that many more viewers than me. Sorry. Yeah, I think I'm just looping now. Yeah, I am not seeing anybody that I'm really interested in raiding into tonight. Anybody online right now that looks like they're doing interesting stuff? Yeah. Not really seeing anybody to raid, so I'm just gonna call it. I'll be back on Wednesday, working more on the jacket probably, and I'll be starting to work on redoing the pants tonight. So I will see you on Wednesday. Hope you have a wonderful next couple days. And I'll see you on the flip side. Bye. Get my better hand there. Bye.